Art festival or small business show. What's the difference and does it matter? Yes, it does. You guys keep asking in the comments which shows are actually worth doing, the big festivals or the small little local ones, and I want to break it down. So when I started as an artist years ago, I thought a show was just a show, but I was totally wrong. There are a few different types of shows. I'm going to break down the two, the big festival and the small business show. Okay, from what the perspective that I see from the clients that I work with. The big juried show, these big festival shows, like think about Main Street Fort Worth, Cherry Creek, Bayou City, all those big ones. You submit an application and a jury is going to decide if you even get in. They're expensive and they're competitive. There's about 300 artists out of thousands that apply. The good thing about these shows is they're where the collectors are. They're buying high dollar art for their homes or galleries, whatever. I mean, they are spending money. Super high ceiling for revenue. They're a lot more expensive to do, like I said. So you've got higher booth fees. You also have to have a professional booth set up and you have to submit a picture of that. That is a really big deal. They're also 3 to 4 days long. On the other hand, small business show is the opposite. Usually no jury, lower fees. It's kind of like your typical Saturday market, your vendor pop-up, bar gallery night. Sometimes corporate events hold these things too. I typically see where you're going to sell your lower priced work, prints, reproductions, things you can make faster, lower ticket items. They're way easier to get into. So if you're just starting out, I'm going to tell you to focus on these small business shows and do a lot of them. You're going to have good ones, you're going to have painful ones, but you need to do them. You need to see what moves and what doesn't move. You need to see if your buyers are even in your location, like who is buying your stuff. That is really important. You've got to keep getting out there. Once you're established, then you're going to focus on those larger festival shows. But all of that needs to come into play before you are deciding which shows to apply to. Once you start applying, do not give up. Apply year after year after year until you get in. Even the best artists are not getting into these shows year after year, okay? The artists that have been doing this for a very long time, they know where their stuff sells, they know where their buyers live, and they know what to bring and how to price at these shows. Reach out to me and we can chat about this in more detail.